Hey folks, Devin here from the Gamer Haven, going to be doing a review of Vikings Wolves of Midgard. This game is a take on the classic top-down action RPG genre, similar to Diablo 2. It's a pretty good game so far. I've played about 20 hours of it, and basically I'm going to tell you what I've experienced, what I like and what I don't like at this point in the game. The way that the classes and skills work is you worship a god. I'm worshipping Loki right now. He uses dual wielding and a bunch of critical hit based abilities, such as being able to instant kill enemies with crits and stuff like that. The other gods in the game are Thor, who uses two-handers, Odin, who uses a staff, he plays kind of like a caster, Tyr, who uses a one-hander and a shield, and Scathy, that uses a bow. Haven't really played as the other characters, but you can weapon swap, so I'm going to check that out a little bit later. I enjoy the combat in this game, even though it can feel a little clunky at times. I will go through a bunch of the skills for Loki. Sometimes it glitches out, but they did patch it on the day of release to kind of fix a bit of it. There's still a couple bugs here and there, but it's nothing that major. So for Loki's skills, the first one's a little dash. I don't use it very much. It's not particularly strong or really that versatile. The second skill I use a lot. It's pretty powerful. It is a 360 AoE. It does poison damage. I use it a lot. It's really good for shielded enemies. This is my personal favorite, throwing axes. It starts as one axe, but as you level it, it gets up to 3. Then you have a blade pulse, another 360 around you, also good for shielded enemies. It's a pretty reliable skill. And last is a little teleport dash that hits multiple times. As you level it up, it does more hits. I haven't used it too much, but I think it will be good later. I really like the graphics in the game. It's really aesthetic looking. The Vikings look like Vikings. The character creation isn't super great, but the models do look really good for what they have. The animations are nice. Combat feels pretty good when it's not glitching out. Sometimes you'll randomly teleport if you use a movement ability, which is kind of annoying, but it's not really too much of a hassle. There is one thing in this game that kind of bothers me. It's not a glitch, it is something intentionally put in the game, and I wish I could turn it off. And it's the fact that sometimes when you kill an enemy with a critical hit, it goes into slow motion. The fact that it does this isn't really what bothers me. It's a cool animation. I'm fine with the whole making it look flashy when you crit someone. It's that if you use a skill immediately after, say you're fighting a group of enemies and you go to cast an AoE and then all of a sudden you crit kill someone, it will still use your ability, but it will lose the targeting of it and kind of randomly throw it. So it kind of takes away from the action feel of it a little bit, I guess. Another cool, unique feature about this game is the town. You upgrade your village yourself through all of the vendors and everything. When you sell to them, you get resources to build and craft new equipment. You can upgrade them to get new gear. It changes how they look as well. So you got your smith and your armorer. Then if you go up into the north west of the town, you've got Skald, who gives you accessories and healing items. Then besides Skald, you have the rune crafter. He can put runes into your equipment, giving you various stats like life steal, crit chance, things like that. Sort of similar to gemming stuff in Diablo. The final merchant in the town is the traveling merchant over here. He's sort of like gambling. You can buy runes and various equipment from him. You can trade resources. He's the only person you can trade resources with. I'm not really sure how you get the runes from him. I've tried buying them, and it won't let me for some reason. So I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if there's something you have to do to get the runes from him. I haven't really tried looking into it that much. I don't really care about the runes until I'm farther in the game and they make more of a difference than they do now. The last part of the town is your altar. This is how you level up. You get blood from killing enemies. You sacrifice it at the altar, and you raise your stats and learn skills. The most important way to gather resources outside of the merchants is up at the top right. You have 3 objectives. The first one will always give you iron, the second will give you gold, and the third will give you wood, which you need a lot of to build everything towards the end of the game. I give this game a 7 out of 10. It feels pretty good. It can feel a little clunky at times, but it's nothing that's really bothered me. The bugs aren't so bad that it stops me. It's little. So if you are an action RPG fan, go on Steam, pick up the game. It does have multiplayer, so you and a friend can play it together. I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope this makes your decision on getting it easier. It's a great game. I'm going to play through it multiple times, and I hope you do the same.